There are so many trailer upgrades out there, and some of them are a complete waste of money.
Bryson, the trailer guy here, and
during my time working in the trailer industry, I have seen more people buy these wastes of money than I can even count. My goal here is to help you save money, and so here are 5 of the top quote-unquote upgrades that you should never buy and alternatives for what you should buy instead. The first trailer upgrade that you should never, and I mean never buy, is a coupler lock. And I can already hear people in the comments saying, but how am I going to keep my trailer from getting stolen without a coupler lock? And I'll get to that in just a second, but a coupler lock is not going to keep your trailer from getting stolen. I'm talking about the ones that you would buy at like a hardware store or maybe a Walmart or a Target or something like that, okay? What I'm going to tell you to buy instead is a proven lock. So while I have had a ton of customers have their trailer stolen even with a coupler lock on, I've never had one stolen that had a proven lock on it. While you're at it, you may go ahead and grab some of their puck locks as well for maybe your toolbox, or if you're talking about an enclosed trailer, maybe your doors. They are the best locks on the market. However, they are very expensive. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So I do have an affiliate link down below. It should also be in the YouTube marketplace thing. Speaking of that, I do have affiliate links for all of the other products that I talk about in this video. So check those out and check the YouTube marketplace thing because it's cool and stuff. Next on the list is any kind of tire filler. So we used to carry this stuff that it was supposed to like fill in holes if you puncture your tire with a nail or anything else. And I've seen this stuff all over the place. It's not just us who's carried it. And to be honest with you, it's kind of one of those things that if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Not that it was necessarily a bad product, but it just was kind of a waste of money. Like it didn't work that well. So here's what I'm gonna tell you to do instead. And this one isn't actually so much about the accessory itself as much as where you purchase the accessory and how. Instead of getting some kind of tire filler, get a spare tire or even like a 14-ply upgrade or just a tire upgrade in general. My suggestion is to buy those at the lot. Now, this isn't across the board, it's not 100%, but you can usually get a better deal on tires if you actually buy them at the lot. Better yet, get the spare tire thrown in. It's definitely a possibility. With the spare tire, 80% of the time, you're probably better off buying it at the lot. With the tire upgrades, you really have to know the market. It's not quite opposite. I mean, I wouldn't say that 80% of the time you're gonna lose money. It's probably more like 50-50. So you definitely want to know the tire market ahead of time so that whenever you do go to get that upgrade, you actually know what it should cost, what you could get it elsewhere for, and that way you don't end up spending more money than those tires are actually worth. Be careful of the lug pattern. If you get the wrong lug pattern, it's not gonna work. So just be careful of that. They all have like little guides in them so that you can check your lug pattern and make sure that you're buying the right size. That being said, I do have affiliate links available for tires and tire upgrades. This one might surprise you, and hopefully it does, because that's actually my goal. But I would definitely put on the list of things to not buy hydraulic jacks and electric jacks, and here's why. Before anybody gets mad at me, let me say this. Hydraulic jacks do work very well. I'm definitely not talking bad about them, but they're freaking expensive. I mean, you're honestly looking at probably $2,500 to $3,000 to have hydraulic jacks installed on your trailer. And electric jacks honestly aren't that much better if you're gonna install them yourself even, because you're still gonna have to get the jack, the battery, you're gonna have to run the wiring, all this other stuff. So if you pay for it to be done at a dealership, I mean, you're gonna be in a lot. And if you do it yourself, you're still gonna be in quite a bit, and definitely you're gonna be in with a lot of time. So I have an alternative that I'm super excited about, not only because it's just as good as hydraulic jacks or electric jacks, but because it's gonna save you a boatload of money. I knew I was gonna be making this video, and so I went ahead and reached out to Trailer Gearbox to see if they'd be interested in giving you guys a discount code, because I have got so many customers who have bought these things and absolutely love them, and they're so easy to use. Literally all you have to do is slide your handle off, grab your gearbox, slide it on there, and then it comes with a pin and you just put that pin through the hole. And then all you need to raise and lower your trailer is just a standard drill. And you can literally buy the cheapest drill that you can find, because these trailer gearboxes are so good, it's gonna raise and lower it just fine. And they fit on nearly any type of trailer. They've even got this one, which is made for enclosed trailers or utility trailers, and it works fantastic as well. Once you're done setting it up, you can literally just take your jack handle and throw it in your toolbox, and you can forget about it. Maybe you're worried about forgetting your drill at home or something like that though. You saw how easy it is to put these things on and take them back off. Now this one that's made for enclosed trailers or utility trailers would be a little bit more difficult to take on and off. And so they send it with this handy little jack handle that all you do, slip it down over this, and you can crank it up or crank it down. And trust me, it's not gonna be any more difficult than what's already on your utility trailer or your enclosed trailer. So go to trailergearbox.com, use discount code Bryson10 at checkout for 10% off your first order. Your back will thank you, and your wallet will thank you for not buying one of these extraordinarily expensive alternatives. Speaking of needing to keep things like jack handles with your trailer, something else you're going to need is a tongue-mounted toolbox. But the upgrade I'm going to encourage you to avoid is a trailer with a pre-installed tongue-mounted toolbox. Now, before you tell me that I'm a hypocrite because I've actually suggested in the past that you get a trailer with a pre-installed tongue-mounted toolbox, I'm not a hypocrite, and here's why. One, your toolbox doesn't need to be fancy. Most tongue-mounted toolboxes that are pre-installed are kind of that way because they are fancy. They're really nice, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with them. You don't really need that. You just need a place to put stuff that needs to stay with your trailer. That's it. Number two, if you don't know how to weld or you don't have access to welding equipment, then the question is what happens whenever that toolbox breaks? Then you got to take it to the shop and you got to get it fixed there, and then you're going to be out a lot of money. So the thing is, aftermarket toolboxes are typically a little bit cheaper, not just a crazy amount, but you can save some money there. But the bigger thing is that you can typically bolt them on. And so if your toolbox gets punctured or crushed and it breaks, you have the ability to replace it yourself without having to have a crazy amount of expensive tools. And so it's actually a really nice option to just be able to bolt it on and bolt it off if you need to. Again though, I'm not a hypocrite. I do still say that pre-installed toolboxes are great. I just think that it may actually benefit you in the long run to go ahead and get one that you can bolt on. All right, and for the last one on the list, if you pull trailers, if you have ever pulled a trailer, I bet you've made this very dangerous mistake, which is hauling with a hitch that's too weak. So the thing is, a lot of people just run to Walmart or an auto parts store or a hardware store or whatever, and they pick up the cheapest hitch there. And those hitches can be overloaded very easily. Now, if all you've ever hauled is like a single axle utility trailer, sure, you're probably fine. But if you're hauling an enclosed trailer, if you're hauling anything tandem axle, the rating on that hitch just isn't going to cut it. That's why the last upgrade on this list of things to not buy is a cheap hitch. It is honestly way more dangerous than people realize. You need to have a high quality one. I'm not saying that you need to buy the most expensive hitch on the market, and I'm not even saying that you need the most high quality one, but you need one that's rating is higher than the rating of the GVWR on your trailer. So if your trailer has two 3,500 pound axles for a 7,000 pound GVWR and your trailer hitch has a 6,000 pound load rating, that's a problem. You need a hitch with a bare minimum of a 7,000 pound tow rating, preferably quite a bit more than that. This is another one of those where a lot of the times you can actually save a little bit of money too if you go ahead and buy at the dealership instead of trying to order something online. Now, again, you should always check the prices. You never know, but depending on what size you need and that sort of thing, that may be your best route to go. Hey, since you're looking at trailer upgrades to avoid, you should check out this video too. It's all about trailer upgrades that you actually should buy. Thanks for watching.